truth, the lies, and politics. Informative, educative, and analytical. Getting to the real issues that affect an ordinary individual in areas of leadership, governance, social, and economy. The truth, the lies, and politics.
We do welcome you back to The Truth, Lies, and Politics here on Spirit TV. I'm Paul Ekie Kurot, and in studio with me is Mr. Alex Muhwezi, who is a politician but also an economist. We have Dr. Naboth Cole, who is an aspiring candidate MP for PWDs, that is persons with disabilities, that is Western Uganda. And we have Mr. Charles Romushana. We are trying to eat an elephant today, but somebody said, in case you want to eat an elephant, you eat it piece by piece. And so we're trying to address the most pressing needs in our country, and those are some of the discussions we're having. I'd like to encourage you to also send us your messages. What do you think are the most pressing needs in our country? From your own perspectives, feel free to send that to our socials, that is on X, on Facebook, on YouTube, and also on Insta. We're also there. So please feel free. That is at Spirit TV UG. We'll be glad to hear what your thoughts are. And we were going to dissecting the body, as Mr. Charles Romushana referred to it. Yes.
So I've given you the approaches of the organization of society in a liberal agenda, the liberal world. But this society, so if you are going to determine the leadership of Project Uganda now, Project Uganda, analyze the leadership or determine the leadership of Project Uganda in view of the other principles I gave you,
yes,
which we picked like in chapter 1 of 1995 Constitution, or power belongs to the people. It says, that's why I talked of the full blood count. I've seen small laboratories somewhere, you take there some blood and they say, we are now analyzing blood and we are doing a full blood count, and they give it numbers, it is, and so, and this is where my neighbor was, I think, wrong on the categorization of Uganda. This Project Uganda, the first category is the superpower. First classification.
Here in Uganda?
No, the first classification.
Okay.
If we are classifying or categorizing states. So one, you have a superpower. I don't know we have a consensus on this, but who would place America
as a superpower
among the superpowers? The second one is the developed states. So among the developed, you have Germany, you have France, you have Britain. Then the third one is the developing. And I heard him talk about developing. So here you have India, you have I think Japan is among the developed. You have China among the developing. Then you have poor. The third one, third category after developing. And we are not in superpower, we are not in the developed, we are not in the category of the developing like India, and so question is, are we in the category of the poor? Now, the poor have categories. So there is poor, and then there is indebted poor. Indebted poor. Yes. It's a category.
Oh, another category.
Yes. So we have poor. You could be poor but without debts. So the one who is poor but with debts is better than the one who is poor but without debts is better than the poor with debts. So we are not among the poor. we are a class below poor, which is indebted poor. But then there is also another category, below indebted poor, which is highly indebted poor. And we were in highly indebted poor.
Have we left?
So they forgave us our seed, our
debt.
Our debts,
Yes.
in the hope of making us indebted poor.
But
So we again collapsed. We are no longer in highly indebted poor. We are now in a failed state. So 40 years, Mr. Museveni is still telling you we need to build a police unit at the sub-county. You get, you don't have, you are struggling to have a state at the sub-county. To have one of the elements of a state
is the police.
of the police at the sub-county. And he's telling you that a sub-county like, I know one of Ruhinda, which is like Ruhinda in Rukunjiri, around 9,000 voters, people eligible to vote. Okay, call adults, 9,000. He's telling you that you should have 14 policemen with motorcycles
in that,
to handle a population of more than 10,000. If you use that one, a few years ago, the medical officer was P6. He passed on because he talked about Health Center 3, but is it functioning? So the alternative to Health Center 3, which is now a clinic, one who had a clinic and was called a doctor, was P6. We used to have him in Wenshama, so I know him very well. So you have, we don't even qualify to be in the category of a failed state. We are not graded. We are not gradable.
As a country.
Yeah. You have to, we must struggle to belong to a failed state. Because to belong to a failed state means you are a state.
But we are not, are you trying to say we are not a state?
As I've told you, we need to have another category. I don't know which kind of state would it be. Because the other one assumed that after highly indebted poor, you would be a state. Because where you don't have a government and a state, you would have an NGO. You see, like the situation in Gaza, they will tell you, according to the Gaza-run Ministry of Health, the foreign have been killed because you still have a system, and Israel is struggling to destroy it, that is able even to track the dead. At least they have that is recovering people from. But here in the Seta, I've read their statement. The children were coming from somewhere, and then one drowned in the swimming pool, and then they had to search around because the kid was in it, and they discovered it later. Can you imagine?
The pool.
If that story was to go by. This is a school that is supposed to have cameras. It's a school of more than middle class people. So you've seen in terms of the state, we don't even qualify to be a failed state.
No, but if I may interject,
yes, please feel free.
Eki, I am under the understanding and impression that from the parish, we have an intelligence network. We have from the parish.
Which parish?
The parish level of government.
There is intelligence.
There's a PISO.
Actually, they start from LC1.
No, I'm just using a parish.
According to the structure of the state, the structure of
intelligence.
It's called the National Security Council Statute.
Yes.
It is LC3, where the chairman LC3
is the chairman
the head of security
at the sub-county.
At the sub-county.
Yes.
And then the GISO
Yeah.
is the secretary.
At that level.
We are talking about a committee of management. We are not talking about the existence of the structures.
No, I was talking about one arm of that security system that you're talking about.
Is a PISO.
You have a parish intelligence officer.
It's not there.
Doesn't exist.
I'm now giving you free information. Except if you are going to amend the law tomorrow. According to the law, you end with the sub-county intelligence committee.
That is very true. I agree with you, yes.
Yes. So the GISO is supposed to recruit assets.
Yes, at the parish level.
At the parish level,
Yes.
where you have the Secretary of Defense and other.
Yes.
Those are part of the form structure. Like the way you would have a chairman LC3 and if you hold elections and is there and etc. But there you are talking about a management unit. Like the way you would say district security committee.
Yes.
Is a management. It doesn't mean the security apparatus. You get?
Just
Yes.
to manage.
It assumes you have got a state establishment and these are the managers of that state.
Yes.
You can have a vice chancellor without a university. Yes, you can even have a senate, you can have, but you go
Without
to
a
interrogate on
university.
ground,
Yes.
you actually don't have university students.
But you have the
if you have,
structure.
because no, even the students could be there. I know Makerere University. I met once. I went there with Professor Bayamreva in his car, and he told me, "Rumshana, we have changed this place and the reforms." I said, and one of the girls, the students were revising for exams, but do you know from where? From their cars. Sitting in their cars and revising. And when we came closer and they were writing on their thighs. Bullet points on their thighs. And I remembered what we used to do when we were in A-level, A-level and O-level. I don't want to use the words we used to use when we would fold the papers, in the local names. That doesn't come out well on TV. But you've known it. So I said, you can't have a university that researches and reads like this. And you call it a university. We had tutorials, and you know, I don't know that time when you came there, whether you found tutorials.
Yeah, but recently they are not there. I've been there for 15 years.
What I'm saying, when you came, when you joined, did you find tutorials?
No.
Very good. But you did.
Pardon?
Tutorials.
No.
That was during your time.
Yes.
Things changed, and
So that's why you have categorization of lecturers, senior lecturers, this,
Seniors,
and
senior.
yes. So there would be one who would be in charge of a tutorial. That wouldn't be the work of a lecturer and those. So anyway, so there are secondary schools that are far better than Makerere University now. That I know for a fact.
Secondary school.
Yes, there are even primary schools more organized than that place in dissemination of knowledge.
But those are privatized.
No, I'm talking about their schools. I was very careful.
Yes.
He has not classified.
Yes, I went to deliver a lecture, public. It was a public conversation. It's one of these universities, and I discovered I was not being understood. Yes. Now the others I will not go into. So, but where a lecturer is advised, these students are clients. Treat them as clients.
Exactly.
They must not fail. And you struggle to make a student pass. In the whole essay, you look for one word. Should you find the word nature, you put there a big mark and you give marks to pass. Because the guy tells you, we can't afford to have these students repeat. We can't afford to have them harassed because they are clients who are going to pay you a salary. You get. So, but I was trying to look at the body, the nature of the body of Project Uganda. So I've told you the souls of the people in this body are dead. We have a spirit that is dead. If you carried out to, for instance, churches, you talked about churches, religious organizations, they now trade in God.
They now trade it?
In God. You can go and buy God. More especially like politicians during campaigns, they will give you a platform, they will give you a platform, you will pay money and they give you a platform. So God is for auction.
Very unfortunate.
Yes, but it happens. It happens with our churches. If you go to the voters and they won't even let you explain the problems because they know them. She said about roads, about this, they know them more than you actually do. All that they want is how much are you giving them.
you renting their support.
How much? Yes. When they give you the equivalent, it's not about the problem. It is to drink alcohol.
Which is terrible.
That's what it is.
Yes.
So so you have a population that is a dead population. So now go and look at the mind of the one who has occupied us, who is occupying us, the father of the family in the other Trinity, Mr. Museveni. I've listened to him in this meeting. He had. I have 2 points and I will summarize them. In this meeting, he had in Jinja talking to fishermen, and he says, "We are using the army. You have the Ministry of Agriculture is yours. The Ministry of the Department of Fisheries in the Ministry of Agriculture is yours. The staffing is yours. Why can't you have an officer? Do you need a gun to protect fish? Do you need the army, which is trained and which is designed to protect the borders, to now to be the one to battle fishermen on fish?" So now the largest saving unit in the villages, I don't know in your village, but in my village, is for burial.
Largest
saving unit.
Saving unit.
I don't know how your villages are, but in my village, people save money to consume when they are burying themselves. The other one, where there is an organized unit to pick money from the population, is the churches. So literally every village there is a church, and it's permanent. Permanent. Now it's the one that is now putting up clinics, and those services are for sale. So when you go to the maids, he talked about it, and I think I should end with that.
Yes.
In our homesteads, we give skills of life to maids. So they are the ones who do the mopping, they are the ones who do the cleaning, they are the ones who do the cooking, because those are skills of life. And remember, they are the same age with our children, literally the same age. But the maids produce children who will not get university education. So their children will be border riders.
But
right?
The
And they are the ones who will be transporting our children on the streets. So our children who could easily interpret road signs will not do borders. It will be the children of the maids who are going to do borders, and yet they cannot interpret road signs. So all of them now end in Marago.
On the road,
all of them end in Marago as victims of borders. Now, when we were coming to where I was with you, we met my OB, Barara High School, and we shared the video because I put it on Twitter, and you found he had the same video. Actually, it's you who reminded him, where this guy says, we make choice and pay for our extinction, i.e., we get a receipt to get out of life. It's by our choice that we eat junk,
and
then we have diseases related to lifestyles, and in other words, we express our consent to get out of life. But now, if you go to eat these eating joints, the ones who are going to prepare food and to serve food to the children of the affluent are the ones who dropped out of school. So they are the ones who cook, they are the ones who serve, they are the ones who do they are the ones who even pack food for the children of the affluent.
It's so bad.
Yes, that's how bad it is. If you go and check Mama Who, you know, they define themselves by the names of their children.
Yes.
In most of these eating joints who are doing us food, it is the other category who did not receive, who received the skills of life, and they determine what we consume. We actually finished. Most nurses now, people who are managing pharmaceuticals, pharmacies, pharmacy shops, are nurses. Because the owners of these drug shops don't want to pay them well. So the one who is supposed to receive instructions of a doctor and administer drugs, now he is the pharmacist.
Giving the, yes.
Yes,
Quite
and he's the one we consult.
Yes.
I have a running stomach, what should I take? Then he tells you take quinine.
Dr. Naboth,
Yes.
there was something that he mentioned when it comes to borders. Could you, and I think that there was a thought in line with that, then we shall have Alex. And we shall start
thank you very much,
closing it down.
Eki and my elder brother, Romshana Charles. Allow me sanitize a bit.
Okay.
You know, if you follow Romshana directly and intensively, you may get worried that Uganda is collapsing today.
He said
yes,
you
I
have no
agree with
category
you.
to put Uganda, even if
I
state,
agree.
we don't fit there.
I agree with him
Yes.
in some areas, and
You know, there is hope. We can work hard and become a failed state.
Thank you.
We can work hard and become a failed state.
Yeah, work hard and become a
Thank you. But with
Dr.
respect,
Naboth, yes.
with respect, allow me to disagree with you in some areas.
Okay, go ahead.
But I think it's normal.
Mm.
When it comes to issue of categorization, you know, once he's talking, you get worried.
Mm.
You're like, are we in a country? Or yes, I agree with you. There are some areas that things are not right. Many.
Yes.
But I believe, and I'm sure, we are heading somewhere.
Mm.
Let us first settle with that.
Okay.
The next question is, where is that problem that can stop us from moving ahead?
Mm. Mm.
That is curtailing us to be categorized into a failed state or a highly indebted state. What can we do? The fact of the matter is, we are somewhere.
Mm.
But we have challenges. Those are the challenges that we need to look at.
Yes.
And we say, how can we? Among them, a case in a point, is the highest level of immoral decadence in our society. Highest level. To prove you that,
Yes.
see what happens on our roads. A border
So
man
in decadence,
in decadence.
we are at the highest level. So in other words, decadence has levels.
Yes.
It has the highest. And we are at the highest. Do we exist really?
We do. And that's why I'm saying that there is hope.
No. Let's look at your words.
Yes.
Because I want to analyze the words of a doctor. A doctor of philosophy.
Yes.
That there is an organ or an organism.
Yes.
It dies. It rots. But the rotting now has levels. There is the first level of rotting, and then there is the highest level of rotting. So in other words, in terms of rottenness, we are at the highest level of rotting.
He's taking a different trajectory.
Yes.
Before he misrepresents
He
you.
is likely to misrepresent my
Please
point.
break it down.
He's a brilliant man, you know. If you're not careful, he will divert you to his
Yes, but
his
please
line of
break it
thinking.
down, yes.
Yeah. Now, what I was trying to talk about here is the level of morals in our society.
Yes.
Where we are, there is need for hygiene. Well, the example I wanted to give you was the way we use our roads. You are driving, the border gentleman.
You can give the example.
Yes.
The one that you had just
Like
this
today,
evening.
I was just actually coming to this building. I indicate that I'm driving off the road. But you see, as you are driving off the road, you will have the border behind you will not bypass. Now he's behind me, hooting. Gwe kasajja gwe kobura uli toraba nakulaba kasiru gwe motoka mwagura zaki. But that is an indication that there is a problem somewhere. The problem was not me. The problem was that this gentleman has been on the road since morning and he did not get the money to take home.
So you're trying to justify stupidity.
There is a problem.
Probably.
There is a problem. So now, that he manifested was a symptom. The level of disgruntlement in this country is high. What brings that is that the gap between the haves and the have-nots is becoming bigger. While those with are expanding, okay?
You are no moral decadence.
Yes, I need to merge both.
But you've moved a little bit off the moral now.
Yes,
to
because
expectations.
you know they go hand in hand. One cannot go in isolation of the other. And I will show you how.
I was with a security officer. He told me, you have a CID officer who arrests a man, an adult, having defiled a baby.
Yes.
And the baby's damage is her female parts is broken and now is merged with the other fecal word. That damage. Because it's a young baby.
Yeah.
And now we have a fire, and this CID officer accepts a bribe
to hide,
to save the other guy, to destroy the fire,
the evidence on the
the evidence. You get
This
how would you justify that?
Exactly.
How can you say it's because of poverty? It's because
your earlier submission would qualify that. You see, in my view, the soul of that person
is dead.
Is dead. He is no longer conscious of life.
So it applies to what you said. Yes.
Yes. So actually, if we are to understand all what we are talking about, we seem to be talking about the same thing.
All right.
We only have different narratives to that effect.
No, I understand your problem is the tie you put on.
Okay.
You're going to go away from
yes.
Let me protect Dr. Nambo.
The tie is okay.
You're protected.
The tie is okay. Thank you. But my point is simple.
Yes.
Is that, yes, there are challenges. There are problems. What should we do as I cross here? I said that every person in this country has a responsibility. I remember he was trying to correct us when he said we. Who are we? The state. I want to agree with you that the state will not be the management. The state involves every person therein. We have a role to play as individuals, then managers, then those people who are leading us.
Yes.
Bottom line is there hope? Yes. I am sure. I have hope. I was reading a book recently by Obama. It's called The Audacity of Hope. He redefined the word hope. He said hope is that small, seemingly insignificant force that keeps pushing you to go ahead, even when things are working to the contrary. Let us go by that definition. We know
there's hope. Yes.
There are many forces that seems to be pushing us to the contrary. But let us have that keeps us moving forward, even when things are working to the contrary. That way, your role, my role, every person's role will be somewhere. Is it possible? Yes. Is it workable? It's hard.
But it's
I also go by a statement that however small a candle is in darkness, it will always be manifested. Let us be that candle.
Right. I love those statements that you have that you've given, and I would like to also let our viewers know that our phone lines are coming on screen. In case you'd like to make a phone call, please feel free to call. We'll be receiving those calls, so please feel free. Our phone lines are getting onto the screen. Please feel free to call any of those. We'll be glad to have you. In a way,
you see, why are we going to have hope? Where you now try anywhere here. And roll down a truck of petrol. You'll see people coming to root it. And yet,
it's going to explode.
Yet, the same explosions have been killing people.
They need. Yes. They need.
Okay, then this leads us, before Alex comes in, this leads us to the question.
Yes.
Then what?
Then what? Yeah. I was coming to, in a way you hinted a bit. I was going to ask, whose responsibility and then what?
Then what?
Yeah.
Because Because we can't continue that way.
No, we can't
cannot
end the show while we are wailing.
We cannot.
are just,
we
because
cannot.
we're giving the picture, and this is just the tip of the iceberg. We haven't really broken down in other areas, you know. But yes, you talked about many things, education, you know. There's a lot. Then there was government giving out money. Is there any state that has even developed with government giving out money to people? But whose responsibility is this? But then what next? You know, because we need to, I know you're leaders in your own capacity, and I know you're probably going to be in that place where you're telling people, this is what I would like to do, you know. But what next? You know, where is the direction?
Thank you so much, Eki, and thank you, my colleagues, for your submissions. I think listening to the analysis and the way issues are being articulated, I recall some years back, I think over 7 or 10 years ago, there were demonstrations in UK. And I think if my memory serves me right, the Prime Minister then was Cameroon, depending on where you come from. Cameroon. So there were demonstrations in UK. And his analysis of the cause of those demonstrations on the streets of UK then was that the family institution had failed.
It boiled down to that.
Yes, it boiled down to the family institution. It had collapsed. So a number of issues that we are talking about here and there,
today,
we seem to suggest that there is a challenge at the family level. Because the family level is the basic unit of government. It's the basic unit of society. And for me, this also ties in well to the issue that I talked about, the issue around education. The facts that we are talking about, issues of what kind of education are we offering to our children, at what level are we taking our children to school, what kind of skilling are we doing to our children in our homes.
yes,
Because if you are not creating an environment for your child at home to participate in work at home, do you really expect them to go out there in the public and do any work? So it is boiling down to the family. But like you have ably said, lamenting, crying is not going to help us.
yeah,
The issues we are talking about, in my view, are not insurmountable. There is work around these issues. And different stakeholders have a role to play along these issues. Uganda is one of the most youthful countries in the world today. That's both a benefit and a challenge. And for me, I want us to focus on how do we harness this demographic dividend. We have a youthful country,
yes,
meaning we are assured of labor in the foreseeable future because we have a youthful population. Then we are also assured of a market in the foreseeable future. The issue is, what are we doing to prepare this youthful population for the foreseeable future?
yes,
So that we can derive benefit from this foreseeable, we can derive a benefit from this demographic dividend of a youthful country. So what quality of education are we providing to this youthful population? What level of skilling, what kind of skilling are we providing to this youthful population? Are we focusing on good grades? Are we focusing on excellent certificates? You have an excellent engineer with a first-class degree from a reputable university in this country, but he cannot move anything in the field. Is that so? The other issue is the kind of education, the kind of skilling that we are providing. Is it market-driven, or it's what must be done? So
to just pass out numbers.
To
and
just
that's
pass out
technology.
numbers, and at the end of the day, then we thump our chests that we have one of the most literate. We have a literate population.
About 6,000.
In East Africa, we have a very literate.
unemployable.
Yes. So you have a literate population, you have a literate youth group, but it's not employable. So the quality of education, how practical is it? How is it aligned to the market? For me, that's where we need to start from. Are we aligning the education system we have to what the market needs? Why are we still teaching people about the Canadian prairies? Why are we still, there are a number of things that we are feeding our children with.
And yet within our country,
yes,
there are farms
there are
and
farms
there
we should be
tea
yes.
plantations that we should to be
Yes.
talking
So
about.
the relevance of the skilling we are giving to our youthful population. For me, we need to focus more on practicals.
Okay.
And in this case, I'm talking about vocational education. That's where we need to emphasize more. Yes, we need knowledge, we need the soft skills, but to address the teething challenges around youth unemployment, we need to look at the skill set we are providing to our children. Number two, how are we investing in this economy?
And you're an economist. I was
And
expecting
who
that.
is driving
Yes.
our investment agenda?
Yes.
Is it the public sector? Is it private sector driven? Two, who in the private sector is driving our investment agenda? Now, when you look at our investment agenda, it is largely driven by foreign direct investment. We are not offering the necessary support to homegrown investors. Now, the moment you have an investment agenda largely driven by foreign direct investment, largely driven by foreign investors, you have issues around capital flight.
Right here at home.
Right here. So you come with some little money, invest here, make profits,
take it out.
and then take it out. What that means is that, you see, your net impact on the economy
Is in negatives.
is
because-
not significant,
Yes.
because those profits do not stay here to create enhanced impact. Two, you're talking about these investors creating jobs. What type of jobs are these investments creating?
Have you noticed in some places, quote unquote,
Yes.
you have an individual who comes from a different country and they are basically doing checking, packing, as gets, but it's not our own. Not to say that our localized or our Ugandans can't do that. But why is somebody who has come out with quote unquote an expatriate mindset or an expatriate card coming to open your car to check the gate or run around and check the building? Some of these things don't make sense,
So that is, you see, we run a liberalized model of economic management.
That is allowed.
Yes, that's
Someone comes from where they are coming from
Wherever
to
they are-
open a shop,
yes. So
a retail shop in your country.
So, a liberalized economy,
Yes.
by and large, is good, because you are creating an environment where starting business, running a business in that economy is largely less cumbersome. However, it has challenges, implying that you have to create a system to protect your locals.
Regulatory mechanisms.
Yes, you have to put,
It must be in place to ensure. Let me just come in
Yes.
here. Yes, Uganda is perfect market competition,
Okay.
of which many people call perfect.
It is open market. Can we say
In
open
economics,
market?
that is how it's called.
There's a
In
semblance.
economics.
Yeah, it is. You see, there is monopoly, oligopoly, duopoly, perfect market competition.
Yes.
So Uganda falls under perfect market competition.
You see, perfect means there is no government intervention at all. Yes, yeah, that's it. It has assumptions, please, don't vulgarize the economics. And the other day you had the president in Luzera telling people, you do, then I will buy things from you, is giving him yoga, is giving, no, PDM, is, there is state intervention. So you cannot fix interest rates based on market prices, demand and supply.
You cannot, you cannot.
So it cannot be a perfect.
So in real
you
terms,
can say it's
we don't have a free market.
We have a market,
Where I
but
was
it's
heading,
not a perfect market.
Where I was heading
Yes, please.
was this, that by categorization, it's perfect market competition with the liberal approach involved in it. But the biggest challenge we are having here, that there are no stringent regulatory mechanisms that differentiates some limitations. I guess in a point, he's raising a point whereby if you are allowed as a foreigner, an investor, and you come here, expectations are you should be, for example, be in manufacturing. But you find a person from
Retail
India
shop.
with a retail shop
Yes.
competing with the
Uganda.
Ugandan. And remember, where they come from, where he gets money from, the interest rate
Is
is lower than we have in Uganda. What does it mean? Meaning that even when he's selling this product, for him
It
he's
should be
going
at
to
a
sell
cheaper-
it at a cheaper price
Yes.
than in Uganda. And therefore, Ugandan will be outweighed in the market. So, therefore, there should be regulatory mechanisms.
That's why Ugandans
For
flock
example,
their shops.
yeah. That for example,
We
if
need
you
to
are to
wrap
do
this
it,
up. Yes.
yeah, if you are to do it, come in, invest in manufacturing, invest, but not retail.
Vijay.
Okay, you can go.
Conclusive.
I just wanted
yes, one thing.
to make some comment. Today I was discussing with a colleague. When you go on our roads today, you will see trucks coming from Kenya, bringing in onions, tomatoes, cabbage, name it. The question we're asking ourselves, we also saw these trucks going back. What are they taking back? I am a strong advocate of East African integration. However, are we having a
So what are you
fair...
integrating?
No, that's the question I was asking myself.
Poor people.
So,
Because if you can't even produce your own food, so what are you integrating?
as you normally put it, these are serious issues that we need to investigate. You have trucks bringing in Irish. Someone even told me today the peas we eat here
Are all imported.
No, we are picking them from Zimbabwe.
And yet they've blocked our maize.
Now they have blocked our maize.
Yes.
So if these trucks are coming full,
The cassava
yes,
All right. Charles.
Yes.
is cheaper than cassava from Teso,
now you
Kampala.
can, now you imagine.
Okay. Gentlemen, our time is fast spent. I wanted Dr. Naboth to give a concluding remark, but there was a survey done by the New Vision on the top 10 pain points or pressing needs. And they had, I think the top was on health, then there was poor transport infrastructure, then unemployment, shortage of medicines at health center, poverty, unreliable power supply. I'm hoping that we can be able to get time and we break this a little further, just to paint the picture and see how, what we can do. Even as we look forward to what is happening in the next few months towards election, just to put that top of mind awareness. I just wanted Dr. Naboth. Yes, my time is up. I'm just giving you 1 minute, Dr. Naboth. For the persons with disability, I know you have something to say in line with that. Just give a conclusive remark.
Persons who are abled differently.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay.
Isn't it so?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes,
He doesn't have any
person is
disability,
able
no.
Yeah.
different.
He is
Thank you for the
abled
correction,
differently.
Charles. Yes.
Yeah, thank you very much, Eki, for this opportunity too.
Yes.
And as we were talking about all these problems, remember they are more affected than others. They are endangered species
Mm.
in our society. Because in a zoo. So I want to highlight it that as we think about all these, you know that there is a category of people where I belong that are more affected in this area. A case in a point, we still have, there is this, you know, stigma is now more than ever before. Stigma, yes, I am here, I'm Dr. Naboth in a suit, but I can't walk. Now, I am walking somewhere, then somebody will make a statement. It will remind you of who you are. Yet I have struggled to sit with the Romshanas. You get it? I normally bring this narrative in summary. If you have a daughter of mature age, getting married, fast forward, she's introducing a gentleman to you, and this gentleman is in a wheelchair. You say, Daddy, I am of age. This is the gentleman that is going to marry me. What comes into your mind?
Interesting questions come to your mind. Yes.
That is the
Prejudice.
question
Yes.
we need to start fighting.
Prejudice.
Stigma is high. That is one. These challenges you are talking about affects us more than any other person. If you talk about hospitals, I may manage to reach at the hospital, but I fail to enter.
There are no ramps.
Yeah.
The resources.
These roads you are talking about, do you know now in public transport they are charging a wheelchair as a luggage? Wheelchair. Yet it's
It's your
an
movement.
additional
Yes.
effect to me. So all these are issues that are affecting person with disability in general, beyond some of you people. And my call is that
So,
let
but
us...
you have MPs there.
All right.
After
That is where he
marking,
was heading.
after marking,
Can- yeah,
there is no
can-
way you can join unless when you're in a what is
In a
called?
wheelchair.
Yeah. There is no you can join unless you first go to Zana
To Zana and you rotate.
Come back.
Now,
Your
and
your
you can't change it.
you raised the issue of MPs.
your concluding remarks, sir.
You raised the issue of MPs.
Yes.
Oh yes,
You are there to vote
there are
Museveni.
five. There are five
Vote
in the
Museveni.
parliament out of
Representation.
390. I think more can be done.
Yeah.
But as I wind up,
Not in
Dr.
terms of
Naboth,
increasing the numbers.
can we do this? I am going to have a conversation so that we can have now a conversation specific in that area.
Okay.
So that we can address that.
Okay.
But I'd like to thank you.
Welcome.
I'd like to thank Mr. Charles Romushan. I'd like to thank Alex for your
And what would you do
invaluable-
if your daughter brought
If yeah?
someone in a wheelchair? You say let's first pray.
Matthew chapter 5 verse 16, let your light so shine before
From
man that
Sana.
they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. Lord, thank you for everything. We surrender and we dedicate all into your hands. We pray all this believing and trusting in Jesus' name.
Amen.
A big thank you to our listeners. Paul, thank you. You also are watching, and those who are watching, we appreciate. May God bless you and have a very good evening.
The truth, the lies, and politics. Informative, educative, and analytical. Getting to the real issues that affect an ordinary individual in areas of leadership, governance, social, and economy. The truth, the lies,